My name is Mariana Knees. I'm the producer, sales, and business development executive at M2 Animation. M2 Animation is a boutique-style studio with location in Aarhus, Denmark, and Los Angeles and Bangkok, Thailand. As it's a Danish-owned studio, Scandinavian sensibility and its Asian craftsmanship, it's a unique way of working, and we've been working like this for 20 years, and it shows in our reels.
I'm Chris, I'm CG supervisor at M2 Animation for 5 years. Warhammer is a fantasy world that's been around since the 1980s and consists of games, lore and hobby activities, and we've been lucky enough to produce content for them for the last 5 years. In Warhammer there is only war, so it means a lot of effects. Explosion, fire, smoke, people killing each other with firearms and blades. So a lot of effects, and of course we have Houdini to do that. We use all the tools that Houdini has to offer. So we use procedural modeling to create some assets that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise with hand modeling. We use terrain ability of Houdini to create some interesting terrain. We use 8-field. Of course we use Vellum for CFX. We use the crowd system of Houdini as well, and of course Pyro that help us to do all the explosion, fire and smoke.
I'm Sarayut, I'm effect lead at M2 Bangkok here. For Warhammer we have to create the variant type of effects. For example, the explosion, the ability for destruction, and the flip simulation for the blood. The challenging is the complexity of the shot, and when we have the character and the ENV, the many polygon there, we have to optimize the scene because we export it from Houdini to Unreal, and to make it work we have to balance it, the smallest file with the higher quality.
My name is Kasidit Tinpanga. I'm a lead CFX at M2 Animation. In Warhammer, we use Houdini for the cloth simulation, and Houdini is good for procedural setup, and then we can see through everything. Even the junior artist can understand what's going on in the scenes. One is open, you can show overall the connection and setup, and everything is you can go through following by procedural, and then from input to simulation to the output. And it's just easy for everyone to work on it. One of the powerful things that we can combine cloth and hair simulation in one software, so we can see everything in one. And it's easier for artists to adjusting and define, expanding the idea that can put into the character effects. CFX in Houdini is like dynamic diagram working with. Is very enjoyable because it's procedural nature, and then we can visualize the node in our mind, and then we can build it node by node, and we can see the result right away. After that result, we can refine them, expanding the idea, and we can showing that simulation in real time, which is making challenging more creativity and enjoyable.
Having used Houdini for almost 10 years, I've seen it evolve from a primary FX application to being used in so many ways across the pipeline. I'm excited to see where it goes next and to leverage it at M2 to tell even more powerful stories.